I am delighted to have experienced my first year as Petersfield's first Town Crier, a vibrant market town of Petersfield. From proclaiming the King's coronation to helping the Mayor with community events and supporting the new businesses in the town, Petersfield will offer visitors a warm and friendly welcome. So come to our beautiful market town and partake in our hospitality. See our history, experience our culture and our entertainment. And then put your feet up for a cuppa, for a drink of your choice, and just relax. I wish every one of you a merry and happy Christmas and a wonderful new year. God save the King.
Thank you very much, Faye.
Thank you.
So, this is a different introduction to my regular videos. I'd like to introduce my two friends, Faye and Martin. I've known them for quite a few years now.
Quite a few years, absolutely.
Yes, but it's only in the last year that you have become Petersfield's first Town Crier.
Yes, and what an honour it is. It really is. It's January 28th last year.
January the 28th.
23rd, yep. And I'm absolutely delighted to represent Petersfield as the Town Crier.
So on your Facebook pages, you've become quite busy, and it's become quite a struggle, at least for me, to keep up. So one of the things I want to ask is, what has been the highlight for this year?
Oh, well, the highlight is actually being chosen to be the Town Crier. But one of the biggest things is, of course, the King's coronation. And we were really busy on that particular day, going round to several street parties and proclaiming. And the whole town came together with their street parties. It was really a lot of fun and a big moment in history.
So you went to quite a few street parties to proclaim the coronation of the
Yep,
King.
about 9.
About
actually.
9. So that's quite a busy day for you.
It really was, but to go
Yes.
there and just see everybody so, exuberant and just having such a lovely time was just magic.
It sounds fantastic. So, what is the typical role for a town crier, both historically and
Yes.
and now?
Yes, well, historically, of course, it was 1066 when they first came in, the Norman Conquest, and basically it was telling people what was going on and warning people, and just generally making sure everybody knew the news, obviously before we have what we have now, word of mouth.
Yes.
And the modern town crier is really somebody that is a community person and who really communicates with people, lets everyone know what is going on. This particular town is really a place of entertainment, small businesses, and of course it's an old market town as well. So there's many things going on.
So Petersfield is in Hampshire, for those people who are unaware,
Yep.
in the southeast of England.
Yep,
Direct access by train from London.
absolutely, yes.
And also direct access from the main A3 dual carriageway, which
Yep.
also comes from London. It
Yep.
connects with Portsmouth, I think.
Yes, it does. It
Yes.
does. We are in a really good place for all these different areas.
Yes.
We really are. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Martin, you're Faye's husband, of course, but you're dressed up as well.
Yes.
So
I'm
you're
also the consort.
You're the consort for the for the town crier.
Yeah, which means that I get to dress up, wear these lovely costumes and outfits,
Yes.
ring the bell, none of the responsibility. Marvellous.
Absolutely fantastic.
And it goes without saying, I support my wife with anything she does anyway. So.
Absolutely. So serve
Yeah.
lots of tea and biscuits.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes. So, leading up to being a town crier, I've known you to be very much a people and community focused person.
Yep. Yep.
Yes. So, I suppose one little story would be what happened during the pandemic.
Oh yes,
So,
absolutely, absolutely.
If you can give a little bit of
Yes.
a brief introduction to what happened there?
Yes, of course. As you know, I worked at a health spa, which is my interest in helping people to be happy and healthy. But we also are children's entertainers as well. And I thought to myself, I'm used to really being cheerful and helping others to be so too, and healthy.
Yes.
So I went around with these wonderful orangutans
Yes.
called Lemonade and Daisy.
Yes.
And I just had so much merriment from that and other people. And I actually, in our local Tesco's, I actually said to them, do you mind if orangutans come in here? Just really to cheer people up. And you know what they said? Absolutely fine. What a wonderful brunch.
But they had a condition, didn't they?
They had a condition
Yes.
which was to put masks on. So I masked up the orangutans and we went up and down and we literally made people's day, and they actually said so. So happy shoppers
Absolutely.
as well.
And this was really just before your official role as a town crier.
Absolutely. Because
So how did that connect with what you did then?
Okay. Then what happened is I decided, because of the situation, to go into various shops, and for nothing I advertised them.
Okay.
Because a lovely friend of mine put me on Facebook with the orangutans, Lemonade and Daisy.
Yes.
And then it caught the ear of the town council,
Yep.
and they invited me up. And then I started to talk about, how I like to connect and being joyful, and we really did need it at the time.
Yeah.
So then I did a bit of acting, and they asked me to act as
Very
a
good.
town crier for small businesses. I took it very seriously.
So one question I've got. I'm guessing there must have been an audition for town crier.
Indeed, yes.
So there was competition.
There was. There was three of us.
There was three.
There was three of us, and one gentleman sadly couldn't do it. So, Martin, would you like to tell us what happened?
Oh, wonderful competition. There has to be competition, doesn't there?
Yep.
So I threw my hat in the ring anyway, and it ended up with just you and I.
Yep.
And I think the judges were biased. You won.
Very good.
But no, seriously, I think the better person won.
I think the better person won, definitely.
Well, that's
Yes.
very kind of you.
Yeah.
But
That's very kind of you.
It was good
Yep.
fun. It was good fun
Yes.
doing the competition,
Yeah.
and we had a lovely crowd. And we had the town criers from Hazelmere and Bognor Regis came
That's
down.
right.
Oh,
Yes.
very good.
Yeah. Yeah, it
And
was lovely.
they made quite a
Yes.
thing of it, so lots of people could stand and watch. And
Okay.
That's right.
So let's talk about Petersfield a bit. So it's a population of nearly 15,000 people.
That's
okay.
right.
And what kind of things can people go and see and do in Petersfield?
Many things. Well, of course, we've got a wonderful, vibrant market town.
Yes.
There's also the festival hall,
Yes.
which is really coming together. There's the local amateur dramatic groups.
Okay.
There's other groups coming from far and wide. We've got a cinema there now called the Savoy. So
Okay.
there are various popular films being shown.
Okay.
And of course, we've got our pantomime coming up.
Very
Beauty
good.
and the Beast.
and live music.
And live music, exactly.
Are
exactly.
you going to be in the pantomime?
We certainly are, Martin and I.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
Something new I learned all the time before this presentation. We have a little chat.
Exactly.
But I don't think you told me that one.
No. Well, it's all part of being a community person, isn't it,
Yes.
Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we really enjoy that.
Yes.
The acting side.
Yes.
So that's really good.
Very good. Now, in Scotland, where I'm living, I haven't really heard about town criers. I've certainly not seen them on the street.
Right.
And where my market town is, my nearest town, it's a small market town, Inverurie, about 11,000 population. So slightly smaller than Petersfield. And I just think to myself, town crying, it brings people together, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Yes.
It really does. And they do have town criers all over the show. It's international.
Yes. So you were telling me about your trip to Vancouver.
Yes.
Was it
yes,
Vancouver or was
yes,
it
no,
in Canada?
It was in Canada. It was Montreal.
Yes.
And I actually proclaimed there and spoke to the Canadian town crier from Ottawa.
Oh, very good.
And I was received with great warmth and gratitude. It was wonderful.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
So
it was
town
really lovely.
crying is also a matter. It's also it's an opportunity to network with other people from different parts of the world.
Yes,
and
it
different
really
parts
is.
of the country.
It really is. It
Yep.
really is tourism.
Yes.
You know, sort of fairly recently. Well, in October, I went down to Rye in East Sussex
Yep.
to represent Petersfields.
Yep.
And I decided to represent us in a certain way. And I thought, well, we are a market town, and we've got places called Ram's Walk, Sheep Street, the Black Sheep. So it's all connected with the woolen trade.
Yes.
And of course, we've got the Edinburgh wool as well. And then I thought, okay, that's what it is. I can represent, because it's so important to let people know what the farming industry is all about as well.
Farming's
Yes, very important.
It's fundamental to everybody's existence.
Yes,
We
exactly.
can't exist without farming.
Exactly.
No, up in Aberdeenshire, farming's really it's a very strong industry. There's a very strong culture. So one of the things that happens once a year in many farming communities, there's always a big day. And up in Aberdeenshire, there's one show in particular called the Turriff Show, and fantastic show. And do you have anything here in this part of the world?
Well, we have the South Downs show,
Yes.
which is held in the Queen Elizabeth Country Park in August,
Yes.
and all sorts that go on. But we specifically have sheepdog trials,
Yep.
and they have sheep, and I think they get the sheep in the parade ground and people to watch
Oh,
them.
yes.
And, so it's very much a part of this community.
Yep.
We also have local farms that will sometimes open their gates to public to go in and look at the sheep when they're lambing, and for people to know what's going on.
Yep.
So very important, because farming, as you say, farming is very important to the infrastructure of our whole society.
Yep.
And living here, we get to see quite a bit of it.
Very
we do.
good.
We do. We'd
Yes.
like to be part of that, don't we, Martin?
Yeah.
Yep.
We really do. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for having an interview, Faye,
It's a real pleasure, Anthony. A
and
real
yourself,
pleasure.
Martin.
Yes, thank you,
Lovely.
Anthony. It's
Okay.
a pleasure.
Yeah.
So that's all I have for this very special video. Next video is going to be much more aligned with my regular interests and presentations. But in the meantime, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon. And what I'd like to do is introduce my two friends, Faye Thompson and Peter.
And yeah, my name's Martin.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Right. Oh no!
Actually, that would look good on your YouTube.
All right. All right.